Hey, how's it going? Miguel Martinez Juarez here. So this video is on case studies, okay? So I'm gonna talk about a few of mine and some that I've helped people create, okay? Number one, okay, is my truck, my Chevy Avalanche. The way I did that was when I was walking to the bus stop, I would visualize myself walking to my truck. I would visualize my truck at my parking spot. I got an apartment. I'll talk to you how I got that too. I was walking to the bus stop, and I was picturing myself walking to my truck. And then on the bus, I would picture myself driving. I would feel the bus moving, and I would imagine myself driving my truck. In time, I started researching like crazy, right? It was in flow. I was joyous, right? And I ended up finding a place where I was going. I asked a few people, different people came into my life to take me to different places. For example, my I called the Chevy dealership here in Roland Heights, and they said, "Oh, we don't build Chevy Avalanches anymore." Okay, I'm like, "Okay, well, do you have a black Chevy Avalanche there? A used one?" No. I'm like, okay. They're like, "Okay, but you can come and check out a black Silverado instead." Of they try to sell me on it, right? I'm like, "Oh, okay, sure." And I realized I'll say, "Yeah, I'll go later today," right? I just say, "Yeah," but then I realized, oh wait, I don't want a black Silverado. I don't want that. So I think I text back the sales girl, and I said, "Hey, I'm not going. I don't want that." Then I'm going to a dealer with my dad. I told my dad to take me. "Hey, Dad, take me." All right, and I went. I didn't have the amount. Right? He said, "Okay, well, your credit's not that good, so you can have pay down this much down payment." Like, no, I only have half of that, right? And I said, "Okay, well, can't take the truck." And the guy was kind of upset. The salesperson was kind of upset too, because I test drove it. They did through the paperwork. They went through the paperwork, through the credit. Right? It wasn't that long, but that guy was upset, and I didn't get upset. I'm like, "Okay, cool." I knew the truck was mine. It had to be mine. I knew the laws. And my dad's all like, "Oh, you gotta save up a little bit." I'm like, "I'm just gonna keep on going." Kept on visualizing, right? Same process, right? And I'll forget about it. When I was at work, 9 to 5, I'm focused, so I forget about everything. I forget I'm even a person sometimes. I forget my coworkers are there because I'm so focused on the client, whatever work I'm doing. I'm so focused, I'm trying to be detailed and do the best I can. And so, in time, I ended up going to this other dealer. Same amount of down payment. I said, "Look, I have this amount. Can I give you this amount?" He said, "Yeah, sure. You give me this amount." I said, "Okay." I said, "Just come back." I told him, "Okay, I'll give you the rest in 2 weeks." Okay, so yeah, and here's the truth. Well, here's how it went. The truth is that I already had it. That's the truth, because everything is complete in divine mind. Everything is complete. So you have already what you want. It's just that you have to stay in the vibrations of it. Okay, so I ended up getting people telling me, "Are you gonna get your truck? Are you gonna get a car?" People would just come up to me, right? Because I was getting closer. These were signs. And one of my friends was like, "Hey man, let me know when you want to go check it out. I'll take you." Right? So we ended up going. One of my friends, one of my coworkers, ended up taking me. Right? And he took me. We got the truck. Right? Both times, when the first down payment and when I'm gonna pick it up. And here's how it happened. I told the guy, "Look, I had like $300 short of the remaining down payment," right? I was like, "Look, I'm $300 short." The day before, I told him, like, "Look, I'm $300 short, but I can go there tomorrow for sure. I'll give you the rest in a week. If that's okay, I'll go pick it up tomorrow." He's like, and I don't know the situation. He said, "Okay, fine, that's fine." So I took it before I gave the entire down payment. I didn't have the remaining $300 for the following week, right? I didn't. And I just wanted the truck, and that's all I knew. And I was keeping myself in the vibration. I don't know what happened. Somehow I got the 300. I got it to him. Okay, I just had faith. I had faith. And I took inspired action. Right, I took inspired action. And okay, so that's one manifestation of mine. Okay, another one is this apartment. this apartment. I was living with my uncle because I had moved from West LA to Rolling Heights, and I told my uncle, "Hey, can I live here for like a month or two?" I was already on the third month, so I had to leave that month, and I just said, "Okay, I'm gonna assume that I'm already there. I'm gonna go to sleep, feeling that I'm in the apartment, cooking at the apartment." And I ended up going to sleep wishing, um, um, assuming the feelings of the wish fulfilled. I said it's done. I was going to sleep. As I was falling asleep, I was cooking in the room, in the place, right? As I was falling asleep, I was visualizing it, and I fell asleep in that process. Before I knew it, um, I called. This is what happened. I called a friend for a loan. Inspired action. I inspired to call him. He gave me the next day. The next day I had the loan, and it was more than enough for the down payment of any apartment that I was looking for. Right? Well, not any apartment, but the apartment that an apartment that I called for. I think I was calling a few apartment places nearby, and the one I wanted was more than enough. I believe. Yeah, it was more than enough. Like a few $100s more than enough. And that loan helped me get the apartment. And within a week, I was gone. Within a week, and I just started assuming the feelings of the wish fulfilled. Started visualizing before I was going to sleep. Okay, and that's how I did it. Okay, that's how I did it. And here's another one where I help people, like Florence, because sometimes when people don't believe, you gotta you gotta give them the belief. I have an uncle who had a condition, right? He had a condition, and he said, "Look, Miguel, I have this condition. I don't know. It started off small, and now it's getting worse. You know, I told your aunt about it, and I'm gonna have to go to the doctor." I told him, "Okay, uncle." I said, "Look, good thing he was open minded because I guess he was so scared that he's just open minded to anything." I was like, "Look, before you get anything, you have to be that thing. Okay, so you guys just focus on yourself being healthy. You'll get healthy. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. See yourself healthy. All right, in your mind, see yourself healthy and feel healthy. And now just go to the doctor and do what he tells you to do. But remember, focus on being healthy. You forget about the way you look right now. You know, because it was something that was manifesting on his body. And I said, forget the way you look right now. In your mind, see yourself like that's gone. You're perfectly normal. You're perfectly healthy. Okay." And he thought about it. He's like, "Okay, yeah, all right." I told him, "Okay, just think and feel healthy. Okay, see yourself in your mind healthy already, and just do the things that the doctor says." A week later, he calls me and says, "Look, hey nephew, I'm doing better now. I feel way better. You know, I'm not feeling pain anymore. I'm not sure if he told me that thing was gone, right? The manifestation was gone, but I'm pretty sure it was probably getting there, right?" I was like, "Yes, that's good. That's good, Theo. I knew that was gonna happen, right?" So I came into his life and showed him the vision, gave him the vision, and he believed it. He believed it, so he accepted it, right? Because he emotionalized it. He's like, "Yes, okay." And I told him that I loved him, and and stuff like things like that. I tell my family members that I love them all the time. And so, yeah, I haven't talked to him since, and in person, right? And then one of my coworkers, okay, he was complaining about, "Oh man, I haven't got any sales recently." I'm saying, "Hey, you're gonna get 2 sales today. You're gonna get a 2P today, all right? I know you got it. I know you can do it, all right? 2, all right? You're gonna get 2 today, and it's gonna be easy, man. It's easy. You got this, man." And he's like, "Yeah," right? He accepted it. I think that day I left early or something. I'm not sure. And then the next day, I told him, "Hey, so did you get 2 yesterday?" He's like, "Yeah, I got 2." I'm like, "That's right. That's right. I told you were gonna get 2. Remember?" Like, "Oh yeah." And then I told him, "All right, you're gonna get 3 today." But the time he did 3, he didn't. This time, he didn't get 3. But it goes back to him being in vibration, right? He was in this position where he was just had no faith already, right? He had no faith already. He was just in a bad situation, so he wanted it. He wanted to get it. So my picture of him getting 2 sales was enough to get him those 2 sales. The reason he didn't get 3 sales because he wasn't focused on it. He was already feeling good. He's like, yeah, he's feeling comfortable, so he didn't want to look at the polar opposite, right? Which is getting three, but that's why you gotta push yourself to get more. And it's easier to get more of what you want when you love what you do. Okay, you gotta love it. So you're seeking that love, that connection with your ideal. Okay, and you gotta assume the feelings of the wish fulfilled. That's the thing. Okay, love comes to those who are loving. Those who want love will not get love. Okay, and actually that little those two sentences about love came from Joseph Rodriguez. I'm gonna put his video below. I'm gonna link it because he did inspire that, and you should check it out. You'll understand that what we're talking about are the same things. Although we talk about different texts, different sources, different examples, it's all the same. It's all the same. You think, feel, and then you manifest. Okay, feel the feelings of the wish fulfilled. Okay, so that's with people that I've helped, right? By giving them the vision, the thought and the feelings. And that's what usually you have to be in a situation where you don't want to be. That you have to see a better vision. Okay, a better vision. And it's easier when you love things. When you love things, like for my truck, I was okay with taking the bus. I wasn't even tripping. I wasn't even tripping. That's me when I'm relaxed. When talking, I talk like that. And I loved it. I loved the idea of me having a black Chevy Avalanche because I grew up with friends one of my friends who had one, and we would go in the truck and we would buy pizza, and I was a troublemaker back then, so we would drink beer. We were we were kids, we were drinking beer and doing all kinds of stuff that we weren't supposed to be doing, but that's what I was kind of fond of the truck. And when I was on a phone call, I spoke to a few people on the call who had an Avalanche. I think came up twice. And I was like, okay, this is it. I really want this. And started visualizing it and feeling like I had it. Okay, and I let it go. Okay, I didn't care about it. I wasn't emotionally attached to it, and it happened pretty fast. And with the apartment, I emotionalized it before going to sleep because I didn't want to be at my uncle's too long, right? Because I told him 2 months, and I was ready. It was ready on the third one, so that happened, and yeah. And now I'm gonna share one for Neville Goddard. It's it's a good one because it shows you how obstacles may quickly manifest. And what you gotta do is stay in the feelings of the wish fulfilled, okay? And I'm gonna read the story right now. It's about a kid who manifested a puppy, okay? He manifested a puppy. So this is it, okay? Case histories or case studies, right? Okay. Okay, where is it? Okay, it's right here. Okay, this is the story of a very unexpected result of an interview with a lady who came to consult with me. Remember, it's about a kid. One afternoon, a young grandmother, a businesswoman in New York, came to see me. She brought along her 9-year-old grandson, who was visiting her from his home in Pennsylvania. In response to her questions, I explained the law of assumption, describing in detail the procedure to be followed in attaining an objective. The boy sat quietly, apparently absorbed in a small toy truck while I explained to the grandmother the method of assuming the state of consciousness that would be hers were her desire already fulfilled. Okay? So he's talking to the grandmother and telling her the process, right? I explained to the grandmother the method of assuming the state of consciousness that would be hers were her desire already fulfilled. Okay. So he was explaining the process. Okay. So when the boy and his grandmother were leaving, he looked up at me with great excitement and said, "I know what I want, and now I know how to get it." Surprised, I asked him what it was he wanted. He told me He had his heart set on a puppy. He said, you know, on a puppy. And like for example, for me, it was a truck. I'm like, yeah, I want a truck. I want a truck. You know, see, you can see myself smiling already, right? You know, and then immediately to this, the grandmother vigorously protested, telling the boy that it had been made clear repeatedly that he could not have a dog under any circumstances. Dot, dot, dot. That his father and mother would not allow it. That the boy was too young to care for it properly, and furthermore, the father had a deep dislike for dogs. He actually hated to have one around. Okay? Woo. And then, despite these comments, the boy said, "Now I know what to do. Every night, just as I am going off to sleep, I am going to pretend that I have a dog and we are going for a walk." "No," said the grandmother. "That is not what Mr. Neville means. This was not meant for you. You cannot have a dog." Approximately 6 weeks later, the grandmother told me what was to her an astonishing story. The boy's desire to own a dog was so intense that he had absorbed all that I had told his grandmother of how to attain one's desire, and he believed implicitly that at last he knew how to get a dog. Putting this belief into practice, for many nights the boy imagined a dog was lying in his bed beside him. In imagination, he petted the dog, actually feeling its fur. Things like playing with the dog and taking it for a walk filled his mind. You could do this for living in abundance. What do you do if you had all the money you could spend, right? You're buying jewelry, buying cars, going on trips, going on what have you, right? I wanted this because I pictured an airplane, right? Flight, taking flights to places, or taking cruises, or going on nature trails, right? With a professional guide or something, right? Whatever. You got freedom, absolute freedom. See it, feel it. Within a few weeks, it happened. A newspaper in the city in which the boy lived organized a special program in connection with Kindness to Animals Week. All school children were requested to write an essay on why I would like to own a dog. After entries from all the schools were submitted and judged, the winner of the contest was announced. The very same boy who weeks before in my apartment in New York had told me, "Now I know how to get a dog," was the winner. And in an elaborate ceremony, which was publicized with stories and pictures in the newspaper, the boy was awarded a beautiful collie puppy. In writing the story, the grandmother told me that if the boy had been given the money with which to buy a dog, the parents would have refused to do so and would have used it to buy a bond for the boy or put it in the savings bank for him. Furthermore, if someone had made the boy a gift of a dog, they would have refused it or given it away. But the dramatic manner in which the boy got the dog, the way he won the city-wide contest, the stories and pictures in the newspaper, the pride of achievement and joy of the boy himself all combined to bring about a change of heart in the parents. And they found themselves doing that which they never conceived possible. They allowed him to keep the dog. All this the grandmother explained to me, and she concluded by saying that there was one particular kind of dog on which the boy had set his heart. It was a collie. So you see, what you see in your mind frequently and with love, you gotta really love this, will manifest itself. Okay, everything's all connected. Everything we have is a shadow. That's what Neville Goddard says. It's a shadow of what's real, which is our awareness. Okay, and our awareness, what we're looking at within, okay, the imagination, using the imagination, is what we're projecting out. Okay, and what's within is in the subconscious mind. So we do things automatically, really, automatically. Okay, you start reading the material that you need to read. You start studying the things you got to do, right? People will come to you and they'll give you the certain tips and help, right? Uh, if you can look at the story, we like digest it a little bit more. We're going over 20 minutes, but it's fine. This is very important. You'll see that the kid wanted the dog. He said, "Oh, now I know how to get the dog that I wanted," because he's been wanting it. So he attracted Neville. You know, everything happens perfectly. Especially when you're a kid, you're full of love and innocence. You don't want something to be better than somebody, to put somebody down, which can be bad karma, right? Right? Because whatever you send comes back out. Whatever you wish to others comes back. So you want to send love to everybody, right? Again, Florence's 3 keys to heaven on earth: fearless faith, right? Taking acts of faith. Love, and there's one more: non-resistant. All right, being non-resistant. So fearless faith, non-resistant, and love. Fearless faith, non-resistance, and love. Okay. And that little boy showed all of that. Fearless faith in the eye and in the face of his grandmother. He told him, "I know what to do to get what I want, and I'm gonna get it." Right? Remember, if your parents yell at you, your grandparents yell at you, you'd be a little scared, right? Because they're the authority figure, right? But not him. He knew what he wanted. And and when I was incarcerated, I said, "Hey, I'm gonna go to college when I am released." Some guy's like, "No, you're not. You're not going to college." And I said, "Yes, I am. I knew what I wanted." Okay, so it's actually good when somebody comes up to you and tries to put you down. Forgive them. They don't know what they do, but you say yes. Okay. You just got to stay true. Have faith to that image that you have, and feel the feelings of the wish fulfilled, which is being non-resistant. Don't feel the negative. Don't let anything come in and disturb your internal, right? Imagery, internal feelings. Okay, that's being non-resistant. And have love. Make sure you do this with love. This is something you love. Okay, make sure it makes you feel so good. And stay in that vibration, okay? And send love to everybody else as well, okay? And everything will happen perfectly, under grace, in perfect ways, okay? So I hope you like this one, and until next time, thank you. If you want more resources, just read the description below, okay? Thank you.